Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you joined me today. I think I'm just going to fix the screen a little bit. That's it. That's better. Yeah. So, welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, where you are immediately celebrated as having discovered the magic you have always known. hmm Yeah. Since you were a child and you saw it all as natural. You could sit in your chair in Miss Brody's class and fly out the window and go to the beach with your friends and come back refreshed. Do you remember? Hmm. Or perhaps you took lessons on your child size violin as you made those less than perfect sounds and you saw yourself standing poised in front of the New York Philharmonic, waiting for the conductor to give you your cue for your first magnificent tone. And you had the audience in the palm of your hand. Yeah. Remember? Now, some call it a dream. We call it magic. And leading from the future. Every time I say that, I understand more and more of what I knew as a child. Yep. Yeah. Dreams. Dreams. Don't take away dreams. Now, to be very factual, dreams at night are expected, look forward to. But during the day, teachers, bosses, and other persons in your life responsible for your success, safety, and training frown strongly on your vacancy from what is real. The physical world is always preparing you for reality and to put away childish things such as wonder, delight, foolishness, purposefulness. Just doing things without a purpose, just for the fun of it. Yeah. And of course, wasting time. Yeah. These people insist on clocking you in and clocking you out. In other words, stop dreaming. But this is the world of magic and miracles. Yeah. This is why I love speaking to you like this. This is why it's an honor to sit in this chair and share what we know to be true. In fact, some of these dreams have made fortunes for those who put their dreams down on paper, like songs, like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, way up high, where troubles melt like lemon drops. That made a lot of money. A lot of people memorized it, sing it, makes them feel happy. That was a dream. And when I learned a camp song, oh, if you get to heaven before I do, just dig a hole and pull me through. And it went on and on and on as we were on the camp bus every day for day camp. Now that I am an adult with an octave of decades, I have learned to dream, to fly, to determine, to know Simeon as my best friend, and to have Robert as my beloved partner. We didn't have to dig a hole. We built the Advancement Center and opened up a channel. And that channel offered to each and every one who opens up this channel will have their own experience, but it will add together to bring to life new ways of being, new ways of accepting, new ways to live your life, and most certainly new feelings in the physical world as a result of clarity that has never been expressed in such an immense way directly to each one of you. Not through any governing body, not through any leader, but directly into your field for you to live with, to know beyond a doubt that you're getting firsthand what's behind everything in the universe, what's behind every movement in your earthly plane, and what pressures are being brought to bear by other planetary systems in an attempt to change your direction. The brilliance of humanity has been known forever, and it's been a battle to control humanity for the purpose of capturing their magic and using it in a way that suits other entities. And now we're open channels to receive and fulfill the picture presented from other realms and from other worlds by entities that have intelligence beyond anything we can imagine. They see from afar, they observe and control the flow of energies into and around the physical plane. And then via Robert's transmission, Simeon, our dearest friend, said, so as we meet everyone again, Simeon escorts us into the realms where the angels are seen easily. And at the same time, reveals to us the many occasions where angels have been seen by each one of us in the physical plane, in the form of another person, in a whisper from the mouth of someone you didn't expect. All of a sudden, a gift appears out of nowhere, and you feel the presence of the angels. Simeon leads us back again to the outer reaches of the universe, and we feel the energy flow as our recognition soars and our sense of presence grows out of all proportion. We know more than we expect. We feel more than we expect. And Simeon gently but certainly impresses that there is more. There is always more. I love that. An image came to me this morning, or perhaps an alias for the Advancement Center can be Superman's telephone booth, where you, as Clark Kent, can enter and emerge as the real you, flying faster than a speeding bullet, saving humanity, and spanning universes and beyond. Of course, children of all ages adore this, and they come, I can't read my own writing, who is, oh, that, of course, children of all ages adore this one who is invincible and can always be created to fulfill everyone's dream. Are you prepared to enter the booth and discover who you are? That's the whole reason for the Advancement Center. Now, where do I go from here? Everything I've said up until this moment says one thing: never stop dreaming and realize the massive being that you are when you are given access to the flow of life itself. By you being capable of flight to the outer reaches of the universe, where the masters, the angels, and all who have passed greet you and guide you in the physical world every day. That is how Isaac, Sam, Peter, all in heaven by this time, are still in my heart. I'll tell you about them in a little while. But now it's time for me to reveal me. And that is with what I have written in my journal. All right, Sunday, 2nd day of October, 2022, 6:56 a.m. Dear Simeon, today is broadcast day, and I am determined. I looked up the word, and the origin of the word is, in Latin, is completely terminate. Determine. Completely terminate. Yesterday, Robert was outside and he felt my shift via determination. It was that powerful. That was to take the charge of my life and to take charge of my life. Come again and see a new way. I have been known as the most loving hostess, mother, neighbor, friend, and oh so pliable, and with loving concern of my children. Wow. Yesterday, Robert lit the fire once again in his transmission. I read a passage from his transmission to him, and he felt the power. He felt the power that I was infused with. And I'll read what it was that I heard, I edit, and I resounded to. And here it is. As we feel the presence of our Creator coming into our field, the awareness grows and the realization that something new is happening creeps up in the background, a feeling of total security with total care and an amazing sense of well-being. That was the first portion. And the second that I read, and as the feeling grows, you stand tall. You sit tall in your seat. You feel strength, and there's a sudden burst of determination to do what you've always felt you would do. And that's to make a difference in the world. To which Simeon responded, Dearest Barbara, be sure and tell in detail the incident of the towel. It is magic, you know, and a wonderful tale. to tell. So I'm going to stop right there and tell you the tale of the towel as soon as I turn the page. About a week or so ago, I was in the kitchen, and I love my kitchen and I love making everything lovely and neat and wonderful. And we have these iron frying pans, and we have two towels. One is for the hands and one is for dishes. But I grabbed the one for dishes and I dried the frying pan. And much to my horror, the towel was destroyed. It had become black. And I went, that's terrible. I couldn't get rid of it. And it had been a gift. And we love our towels because they're a gift from a loved one. And I said, so I just kind of pushed it aside. I threw it in the washing machine or whatever, just to get it out of my sight. And after I had this wonderful moment with Robert in the shed, we came back into the house and I showed him the towel. Now, this had been a feeling of being less than what I know myself to be. And I saw the problem. I couldn't get rid of it. I couldn't wash it out. I couldn't. And Robert just looked at me and he took me to a spray bottle and told me to spray where it was black. And then we soaked it in an Australian product called Vanish for a few hours. And later, well, you know the ending. But I saw this as an allegory. I saw this as making a mistake and letting the mistake take over. And a mistake doesn't just take over, it colors a lot of what follows. And with love, kindness, and care, Robert made it all perfect. Now, that's just an incident. But what I want to tell you is the depth of the feeling of being guided with love, not criticism, and a perfect ending. And here's the towel. I hope you liked my little allegory. It's important, because what do we do with errors that we've made? And we spend so much energy hiding the error. No. When we know who we are, it can't touch us. Back to the journal. I'll go back. He said, be sure and tell in detail the incident of the towel. It is magic, you know, and a wonderful tale to tell. As far back as 1975, that's 47 years ago. Oh. Okay. And he's also saying, and be sure to tell them how determination has served you serving others. Okay. It took nearly 3 years to completely change a geriatric division of a psychiatric hospital from custodial care, where everyone was bedridden to a point, to a thriving community and receiving encouragement to express their abilities, feelings, and creativity via activities that I just created because I saw what was needed. I wrote a grant, and within 10 days, I received a kiln so we could bake their creations out of clay. I felt like we were rejuvenating, living, beautiful people. And they weren't being treated that way before I was there. All activities of daily living were encouraging. We set up a therapeutic activities workshop where people could do things, see things. There was a time we just tie-dyed all the pillowcases in every ward. And we had plants growing on every windowsill. This was not up to code. I had a blast. It was an hour and a half commute each way, and I did that for 3 years. I changed the charting system. I said, you tell me all the things that are wrong with them, all the deficits. Where are the assets? Where are the strengths? I want to know what I'm building on. And I was pretty powerful. And I can say that now, because then it was work, but now I'm really proud to have done that because I saw the possibility, I knew it could happen, and I didn't fall for the lie. I mean, there are so many things, stories I could regale you with. Yeah. And I mentioned those men. Those were patients on that ward. By now, I'm sure they've all passed. But they all still live and guide me and make me realize the effect I had on their life. Peter, who was an amazing artist, I had him do a mural on a wall, and he called me an angel. I didn't know the meaning of angel at that time, but boy, oh boy, do I know about angels now. So I just put a whole lot of stuff there. But you know what I realized? I was leading from the future. I did not accept the state. I did not accept the state government or the drawn curtain. And my determination has returned. So I love this. Now, this is all morphed into the Advancement Center, where we have introduced the elevated platform of living, the first step up from the custodial care called government, snatching away so much that is ours. That is ours naturally, and exchanging that with technology. We are beyond technology, and we restore wings that have been clipped by greed and avarice, and encourage flight. I see us as Clark Kent. Oh, I see us as Clark Kent's phone booth. And have a great time. That's terrific. Love, Simeon. Well, I guess I got so involved. But that's what it's all about. What happened? I'm not finished. What happened?
It's still going.
Oh, it's still going. I just didn't see it on the screen. I thought I had my wings clipped, but sorry, we lost the picture. But you can't lose the truth. Robert came in and rescued me. So I'm going to tell you right now that there are 4 of us who keep expanding this phone booth called the Advancement Center. Even though it's not to make phone calls anymore, but to shed all beliefs and customs in exchange for a glorious future, which includes perfect life, perfect health, and that glorious future filled to the brim with magic. and miracles. Thank you so much for listening. I am Barbara.